All right, friends, today's Friday. It has been the longest week. I don't know about you guys, but I had so much stuff to do between shooting all of this content, and then I actually redid my whole room. I don't know if you noticed, but I have like this plant here and these like lights, and I have a really cool collage that I had to put up and paint my whole room. And on top of that, I moved out of my apartment. A lot of you guys know that I lived in Little Italy, and I decided, because of everything that's going on, to move back home with my parents, which I'm super excited about. I'm gonna get to save a lot of money and be closer to my family. So it's been a really hectic week, so I'm happy it's Friday. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a recap, what we talked about this week. There's no new information. We did a lot of really important work. We found out what our heart rate is. We found out what the goal should be for our heart rate. We talked about why it's important to do this physical activity. I know that I talk about that all the time, and sometimes we don't want to do that, but at the end of the day, being active doesn't have to be something that's hard, and you don't have to be doing something that you don't like. There's hundreds of types of physical activity that you can do. Coach G hates running. I know I make you guys run all the time, but I'm not the biggest fan of running. If I do run, I'd way rather do things like pacers than the mile. I'd rather just sprint and stop and sprint and stop than continually going. But I find what I do like to do, maybe it's sprinting, maybe it's cardio workouts like I do with you guys, where we're doing HIIT, which is like a few different movements for a short amount of time, and then a short break, and then do it again, and then a different break, and then do a different thing. And I like getting to move around and be fast paced, and I found that is the best way for my body to feel healthy. And maybe you don't like that, and maybe you do like running miles, and that's awesome. Or maybe you don't like doing those kind of physical activities. You just like going outside and playing soccer for an hour, or playing basketball, or going with your friends and learning a different TikTok dance. Because let me tell you, those will make me sweaty. They're hard. But whatever it is, you're getting physically active. And that's important because your heart needs your body to be moving, so your heart can get conditioned to be pumping without feeling like it has to do all this crazy work, right? The more we work out, the more used to moving around our heart is, and the less beats per minute it does, which is telling us, okay, I'm not making my heart overwork because I'm training my heart to know what being physically active is. That's what it's all about. Okay, guys, it's not about how many push-ups we can do or sit-ups, and it's not about how flexible we are or how many paces we can do. It's about making sure our heart is healthy, because our heart is what brings blood and everything good to the rest of our body. Okay, so if your heart's not healthy, literally, like your heart beats too fast or whatever, and if your heart, like how you are, is not healthy, then your physical body is not going to be healthy. So that's a great reminder that I really want you guys, if you're not doing any of the other workouts that I have you guys do on Thursday, training our hearts, not our physical hearts, but like our emotional, our soul, our emotional hearts, training them through Character Strong. Jump on, check out the past Thursdays, and then make sure you're doing every single Thursday, okay? I promise that that is the most important exercise that you will ever be able to do in your whole entire life. And I know I talk about the physical exercise a lot, but I promise you that the kind of exercise that I care about most is the exercise of the heart and soul, not just the physical heart, but your heart that makes you kind and selfless and loving and generous and thoughtful. Okay, that's the kind of heart and soul and workout that we should be doing every single day. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll pick back up with you on Monday.